What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Also, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that post notification bell so you can be notified anytime I upload a video. So in today's video, I'm pretty much going to be talking about my COVID experience, some of them symptoms, and also how I'm still dealing with the long COVID symptoms. I guess that's what they call it. But before I start, I just want to say, when COVID came about, I wasn't like I was taking precautions, but I was kind of a little careless because I was just like, oh my gosh, only like old people are dying from it or something like that. But I didn't really take it too serious. And then next thing you know, I tested positive for COVID. So I want to say around about June 21st, it was Father's Day. I got invited to this Father's Day cookout from a friend. So I was like, yeah, I'll go. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting in the house. So why not go? So I went. The cookout was nice. You know, we had food. Like after we ate, we just pretty much sat outside. I mean, it wasn't that many people. It was probably like about 6 or 7 people, and we wasn't on top of each other. We were just like, we were sitting like outside in the parking lot. He had like chairs around, music going, the grill was going, and we were just conversing, talking about different stuff. Nothing too crazy, like listening to music, just pretty much chilling. Then like next thing you know, like it was getting late, so we went inside because the bugs was the bugs was bothering us. So we went inside. So then we were just watching like videos, listening to music, talking, da da da. So then I went home. So I went home. So the next day, fine, went about my daily day, just regular programming. So next day, I woke up, I felt funny. I was like, so mind you, this had to be the 23rd of June. So I felt funny when I woke up. I'm just like, I don't feel right. It was just like, you know your body. So I was just like, I do not feel right. Like something is wrong. So I went to PT. If you don't know what PT is, it's just like Army physical fitness you do in the Army. So I went to PT and I had a little cough. And it's crazy because like some of my coworkers and I, we would always play around with it. Oh, let me get it. You gotta catch it. Something like that. We would just play around. And I was just like, I had a little cough like for real. And I was just like, I kind of don't feel good. Like I think I want to go to sick call. But so after PT, like I went home and we didn't have to be back to work till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I took a nap. And when I woke up from my nap, my body was like hot. Like, I mean, hot. Like, I felt so hot. So I remember I had like a thermometer in the car. So I went out to the car and I took my temperature. It was 102. So right then and there, I called up the proper chain of command. I told them like, hey, I'm about to go to the emergency room because I have a temperature of 102. And I just, want to make sure everything's okay. So I started to drive myself, and I think my dad had called me while I was on my way, and I told him what was going on. I was like, yeah, I'm on my way to the emergency room. My temperature is 102. And, he was saying, yeah, get there. You need to get there. So I hung up with him, and like my body just got really hot. Like it was overheating. So it felt like I was about to pass out while I was driving. So I pull over to the side of the road and I call up my NCO. I was like, hey, I'm on the way to the emergency room, but I pulled over on the side of the road. Can you come get me? Because I feel like I'm about to pass out. So he came and I was literally by an exit. So he was like, can you like drive off the exit so you can park your car and you get in the car with me and I'll take you. So I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I could do it. So like we get off on the exit, I park my car, I hop in the car with him and stuff like that. So we went to the emergency room and then they was like, oh, you have to go through the drive-through to get tested for COVID because that's what your symptoms show. So I was like, okay. So we go through the drive-through or whatever. I told them what was going on, what was happening. They did the test. Let me tell you, that test hurt so bad. Like, that, it hurt. I was like, oh my goodness, like I cried. Like tears was coming out, like real tears was coming out of my eyes. I was like, this test hurts so bad. Like, I don't ever want to get this again. So, got tested, and they gave me a slip that I could be home for like 3 days until my test came back. So after that, he took me back home. You know, asked me if I needed anything, and he had somebody else, like I forgot who, I think another coworker to go get my car and park it here in my apartment complex. So the whole time I'm really just like, okay, I really didn't really feel nothing. Besides, I had like a cough, and then I kind of had like a sore throat. So I took some Tylenol, you know, to bring the fever down. Of course, they gave me a list of like stuff to do, so I had to go stop and get medicine. I was just like, dang, y'all not even gonna give me medicine? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I was just kind of scared, but I wasn't scared at the same time. Then, you know, I called my parents, let them know, like, hey, like, I have COVID. And they were just like, how? I'm like, I don't know. So I'm guessing it was from the Father's Day cookout that I went to. Yeah, it had to be. Because, like, even before that, I really wasn't going anywhere. I was always in the house. So, let's say, I want to say couple days forward, I was telling friends, like from friends was checking on me and stuff. I actually had one friend who ordered me stuff from Walmart, had it sent to my apartment, and I was just like, okay, thank you so much, because I couldn't go anywhere. So I want to say the 27th, which is my birthday, I checked my results and it said positive. So I let my chain of command know, like, hey, I'm positive. So then, boom, quarantine for 2 weeks. So, I mean, I felt fine on my birthday. Like, I felt fine. Like, I had my best friend. She ordered me some crab legs and stuff. I had ate that. Like, I was actually feeling fine. Like, but I was drinking water, Gatorade, taking Tylenol, lots of vitamin C. I was taking the little gummies. And I had some vitamin C powder as well. So like I was just doing that, taking that every day, every day, every day. Like I was actually feeling fine. So then like a week later, I lost my taste and I lost my smell. That was horrible. I didn't want to eat anything just because I couldn't taste it, I couldn't smell it. It was just like bleh. Like if you've ever experienced it, like you know what I'm talking about. But it was just not a good feeling. I was just like, oh my goodness, like I didn't know what to think, because I think I woke up and I went to go brush my teeth and I couldn't taste my toothpaste, and I was just like, what is going on here? So then I got in the shower, I was like, I can't smell my soap. So just to be like 100% sure, I went to go smell my perfume, couldn't smell the thing. So I was like, oh my goodness, my taste and smell is really gone. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like on Google and I was Googling different type of stuff. And then I was getting scared because I had read some stuff that some people never got their taste and smell back. Some people have. Then I was texting somebody else I knew who had it. And they was like, oh, their taste and smell was only gone for a week. Then I texted somebody else. They were saying their taste and smell was gone for like 3 weeks. So then I would just scare myself. I was just like, oh my goodness. So I would just started praying, like, please God, like, let it come back. So, and overall, my taste and smell was gone for a good week. And then it faintly started to come back. And I was so happy. So on my 14th day, my primary care provider had called me and was like, you're clear, like if you're not having any symptoms. I was like, no, all my symptoms gone. I was like, my taste and smells has came back. I was like, I don't have any headaches, my cough is gone, I don't have no sore throat. Like I was feeling fine, 100% fine. So he was like, yeah, you're clear to go back to work. It was like usually after 14 days, like you're not contagious anymore. So I want to say the next day I went to go take out the trash. So I usually drive to my trash because it's kind of like by the gate where you go out, and it's a little far walk, and it was hot. It was hot that day. So I got my garbage, got in my car, go to the trash. all of a sudden, I just felt really, really hot, and my heart started pounding at, I don't know, it was just pounding so fast. So I'm just like scared at this point. So I called 911. Call 911, tell them what's going on. So they came, they did an assessment. Like, my heart rate was actually really high, my blood pressure was kind of high. So they was like, what do you want to do? I was like, well, I want to go to the ER. Like, I've never had this happen before, so I'm scared at this point. I'm just like, I want to go to the ER. So they had, and it was like, can you go park your car? Like, at this point I was just shaking and I was so scared, and I was like, no, can you park it for me? So the paramedic parked my car in like a parking spot and gave me my keys. I think I had my IDs. I don't know. It's just a repetitive thing. Anytime I leave the house, I grab my debit card and both of my IDs, my military ID and my civilian ID. So I had my IDs on me, and I was just like, yes, I want to go to the ER. So at this point, you know, I go to the ER. My heart rate was still kind of high. Like, I just felt so crazy back at the ambulance. Sorry, y'all. My camera, not my camera, but my light cut off for whatever reason. But like I was saying, like, I was in the back of the ambulance. I just felt so crazy. I felt like I was about to pass out. I was just like, my heart rate was still, you know, going fast and crazy. Like, I've never felt nothing like this before. So I'm like, what is going on? So I get to the ER. You know, they was asking what happened, and my heart rate is still kind of high. And I was telling them, like, even in there, like, I just felt so crazy. I just kept feeling like I was gonna pass out. And I kept like kind of pulling my mask down. I was like, oh my goodness, I feel like I can't breathe. And then some of the nurses was being real rude. I'm just like, this is y'all job, is to help people. Like, what is the issue? So they actually did an EKG of my heart. Everything was fine. They did a chest x-ray. They said they didn't really see anything. And so pretty much they were saying like everything is fine. So I think I stayed there for a little longer, let my heart rate go down. And then I had someone come pick me up and I went home. So literally that night it kind of started again. And so I called 911 again, and the same people that took me before came back and was like, they was being so rude about it. They was like, we can't just keep taking you to the ER. It's probably your anxiety, like, just being rude. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, okay, whatever. So they was like, yeah, we could take you, but if they're gonna tell you the same thing and send you back home, it's no point of taking you. And I'm just like, this is your job. Like, what's the point? So at this point, I didn't go. I was like, okay, whatever. And they left. So I was just, at this point, I was scared to go to sleep. So I was just up, and I was just really scared. So I kind of not try to think about it. Got in my bed and kind of like laid down, and then I had went to sleep. So this was kept going on for like a week, and I was going back and forth to the ER. Didn't know what was going on, didn't know what was wrong. They didn't know what was going on or what was wrong, why I was having these palpitations. It was just like nobody knew. So I'm just like at this point I'm just scared. And then it was just like I had really bad anxiety, like with driving, because like I said, that thing happened while I was driving. So anytime like I had to go to work, I had to start having people drive me around, which I hate because I do not like depending on people at all. Like, if I can't do it, then it's just not gonna get done. But at the end of the day, I have to go to work. So I really do appreciate those people who were able to give me a ride and stuff like that. But I was just like, I get into my car, and then palpitations started happening. My heart just started going, like my heart rate was just up. So I was really thankful for the people who were taking me to work. Like I said, I was like back and forth to the ER. Like, they were just like, man, we don't know what's wrong. We don't know what's wrong. I'm just like, so then that's when I got referred to cardiology. They started doing all these tests and stuff like that too. It kind of slowed down the palpitations because it was happening at least like every other day, like all the time. Like, it was happening, and it would happen at random time. And I usually do not be doing anything. Like, I'll be watching TV, or I'll be like in the bed. I would not be doing nothing like that would get my heart rate up. Like, I wasn't doing nothing, no exercising or nothing like that. So it was just like kind of weird to me, like, why am I having these palpitations, and why do they not know what's going on with me? So it was very frustrating, and it was very scary, because if you ever had heart palpitations. Like, it's not a good feeling. Like, it's a very scary feeling, especially if you've never had it before and you're just like, what is going on? So one day I came across this Facebook page called Long Haul COVID or something like that. So it felt so good to know others were going through the same things I was going through, and it felt good because I wasn't alone. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not crazy, I'm not alone. Other people are having these problems too, and they were just saying, and it was all over the world. Like, people from UK, like all over the world, is in this group sharing their stories, what they're going through, how they're still dealing with it, all that. So I know one time that happened again. I went to the ER and they admitted me. They kept me, I was in ICU for 4 days. And it happened there. So they was able to catch it. I was asleep and it woke me up out of my sleep. My heart rate got to 167. Like, I popped up out of my sleep and I'm just like pressing the button. And then they came in there, they was checking on me and stuff like that. It was like, okay, we're able to catch it. So we can kind of see like what's going on. So I really didn't get any answers. I still left the hospital without any answers. And it was just so frustrating to me, so scary. At some point, I just thought like I was gonna die. It was so scary, and I just felt like nobody really knew what I was going through. I felt like nobody understood, and I just kind of felt alone. But like I said, I did have that group, and I was able to read other people's stories. I was able to share my story. And then people was on there was really giving like some encouraging advice, some encouraging words. So it kind of made me feel better. And as time progressed, like, it still happened like every now and then, but it didn't really happen like as frequent as it was. Now I'm able to get back on the road. I feel like I still can't drive long distance by myself, but if somebody else is in the car, then I can drive a little long distance. And I feel like it's because I have somebody there. And I feel like if anything happened to me, somebody's there to help me. Versus me driving somewhere far by myself, like, my mind just goes, like, even now, like, sometimes, like, driving to work, like, my mind starts to go everywhere. Like, oh my gosh, what do you have this? What do you have that? What if that happened to you? Like, I mean, I try to fight it, but like, you know what, you're okay. Like, I talk to myself, like, you're okay, just to calm myself down, because I get really worked up still about it. Like, it's very scary. Like, what I went through, I really don't know how to like really explain it. I don't know if y'all would really understand. Like, I feel like you don't understand till like you actually go through something like this. Cause like, I've tell people like I can't really, drive that far like by myself, cause this and the third. And then I'm just like, if people don't want to believe me, they don't want to believe me. But I'm just like, this is real deal stuff. Like, I don't know. I want to get better. I want to be able to drive long distance again by myself. Like, I mean, I don't like driving in general, and that just makes it worse, because I'm just like, I need to get places. Like, I don't like asking people for stuff. Like, I need to get to the grocery store, I need to get to work, I need to get this place, that place. So I'm glad I'm able to now somewhat get back on the road and drive to the places that I need to drive to. Because like, after I come home, like after I get off from work, I come home and I am in for the night, the day, whatever. I do not like going back out. If I really need something, I'll order it. I know it sounds, I don't know why my phone just keeps stop recording. But like I was saying, like, if I really need anything, like, I will order it. Like, I know they have like Instacart, for groceries, or if I just need something, Amazon. I love Amazon. I'm always on Amazon, and I got the Prime, so usually it come next day or something like that. But I just wanted to get on here and share my experience of what I went through with COVID. I know everybody have a different experience. I'm just blessed that I have survived and I'm still living. I know some people didn't make it, which is so sad. I know now they have the vaccine. I have not yet got it. I don't know if I will. I'm probably sure I'm going to have to, as being a healthcare worker. But other than that, if you have family members or friends or someone who's closely that's going through COVID, just make sure you're there for them, checking on them, just being supportive, because going through that alone is not cool. Like, I don't want to wish that on anybody. But thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, make sure you subscribe, also hit that post notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.